Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and always I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
And it's episode 69. Oh yeah. It is.
69, dude.
69, one of my favourite numbers. Episode 69 of Weekly Weird News. Where has the time gone?
I prefer a 68.
What's that when she puts her thumb in your butt?
No, 68. You go down on me and I'll owe you one. Sorry.
Well, this is basically our sister show to Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, so we talk about what we found on the internet this week, the weirdest stuff, the most gruesome, most disturbing. It's just fucked up. It's weird. It's called Weird News. Let's carry on. Ozzy Osbourne gave up acid after a horse told him to fuck off.
I'm not surprised, man.
Yeah, you gotta love Ozzy. You gotta love his try-hardness. He's done a lot of drugs. Black Sabbath rocker Ozzy Osbourne has revealed he gave up acid after a horse told him to fuck off, admitting, "That was it for me." Osbourne, 73, has previously spoken out about his past experimentation with drugs, were at the forefront of the 70s heavy metal scene, a habit that eventually proved so problematic that it got him kicked out of the band. They were never the same though.
No.
Speaking to Classic Rock about making Black Sabbath's fourth album, Volume 4, during those creative days, Osbourne recalled, "We lived together in a house in Los Angeles."
Isn't it like, we live together in a house, man?
Yeah.
We live together in a house in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we do it in an Aussie, we're here all fucking night.
Rehearsed there.
Did loads of drugs. We lived together in a house in Los Angeles, rehearsed there, did loads of drugs, made an album. Simple. Those were good times.
Good times, man.
He continued, "At the time in America, people were very fond of lacing your drinks with acid. I didn't care. I used to swallow handfuls of tabs at a time. The end of it came when we got back to England.
Handfuls?
I took 10 tabs of acid and then went for a walk in a field. I ended up standing there talking to this horse for about an hour. In the end, the horse turned round and told me to fuck off. And that was it for me."
Brilliant.
I probably thought you were going to bite his head off. Alright, fuck it out, tumbleweed.
Osbourne has been through several periods of sobriety, revealing in 2013 that he had been smoking, drinking and taking drugs for the last year and a half after falling into a very dark place before becoming sober again in March that year. In 2018 he said that he was doing good, explaining he doesn't drink alcohol anymore, doesn't smoke tobacco, don't use drugs. "I'm doing good right now."
Bit too late now though, isn't it?
Yeah. How did I think that going into a bar and getting smashed and doing all that cocaine was fun?
I bet it
Yes, it
was
was.
though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah.
don't know about
Otherwise he
hand-
wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I bet he goes on a bender now and then still.
I bet he doesn't. I bet he can't.
I don't think he can anymore. I mean, he's still touring, but how long? He would die on tour, that bloke will.
Well, he performed, didn't he, at the Commonwealth Games, didn't he, I believe?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. Black Sabbath performed, yeah.
Was it the closing
Ceremony.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, actually.
No, I didn't.
Hometown for a minute, though, Birmingham.
Birmingham,
So,
yeah.
yeah, he had to.
He's that old, they'd have to fet him up just to get him.
He
get
sounded
him on
really.
stage.
He sounded really good.
Honestly, when he gets... I saw him 2018 on his supposed last tour. Second time I've seen Ozzy on a supposed last tour, actually.
You got to say it's a last tour when they're that sort of age, haven't you?
It was called No More
Leaning on
Tours,
it.
and
Just
then
in case.
what did I see this year at Download Festival? Ozzy Osbourne, No More Tours, Part 2. And I was like, you fucking bastard. But when he gets on stage, he's prancing around like a 20-year-old. He's still got that wild-eyed look. But then at one point, he fucks off stage, and you get a 10-minute kick. I mean, it's a kick-ass guitar solo, but it goes on for 10 minutes. And basically, he's got a bit too overexcited, has to go off,
Get some
dunk
oxygen.
his head in a bottle of ice water for a bit, cool down, and then go back out there. He gets too overexcited.
Probably sits on an oxygen tank for a minute.
Probably does as well, yeah, probably gets on the oxygen tank.
Nah, more fet. Definitely.
No, he sounded really good on the closing ceremony.
He hasn't lost his voice, which is usually the first thing a lot of singers lose. Is when they've got And I saw Guns N' Roses, it was the same year. Axl Rose had a backing singer, and he never needed a backing singer before. You know, a woman stood there basically picking him up when he couldn't hit the notes anymore. And it's tragic to see, and it's the same with the guy from Skid Row. This is Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
His voice is gone. He can't hit the notes anymore, but he's still trying to go to him. It sounds shit. It's not the same, but that's it. That's what singers do, is they lose it.
Especially your kind of rock singers that will strain their voice whenever they're screaming or whatever, that kind of...
Wow!
Yeah, it does. It will strain
20
your
years
voice,
of doing that, and the drugs, and the smoking. You're going to lose some notes, aren't you?
Smoking, that's the biggest thing. Because I used to be a really good singer. And I don't... No, I'm not blind.
Claire gave me a look, that's all.
In my younger years, when I was a kid and that, I was a really good singer. And then I started smoking at like 13, 14 years old. And over the years, my singing voice fucked off. Like, just through smoke.
Were you part of the castrati?
I can still hold a tune, and I'd still get up on a karaoke, but it's nowhere near as good as my voice would have been if I hadn't smoked. I know that.
Could have been the next Freddie Mercury, Pete.
No. No, I wasn't that good.
You know what? I tell you what. That's one guy whose voice wouldn't have suffered, because he was at another level anyway.
Okay.
Even if he had lost some notes, he still sounded
The amount of
brilliant.
cocks hitting the back of the neck.
Oh, Mike! You've been very prejudiced this evening, Mike.
Did you know he didn't get his teeth fixed purely because he felt if he got his teeth fixed, he'd lose some of the resonance that he used to get from his almighty
2 extra
gnatches.
molars either side or something like that. He had like 4 extra teeth, so he had a wider mouth.
No.
But also, it did stick out.
Mike, go on! I want to literally set you up then. So we can take 2 cocks at once.
I had to strain myself on that.
You know what? He probably did, and fair play to
fair
him.
play
Why
to
the
him.
fuck not?
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that there's very few rock stars who enjoyed the lifestyle as much as Freddie did,
Yeah.
and you have to hand it to him.
He was
course
flying
you do.
high.
Apart from the AIDS, that was bad. But no one knew about that at the time, did they?
Shame, really.
It was it was tragic. It was rife amongst the gay community, wasn't it? AIDS wasn't understood how it was transmitted. It's a damn shame.
Until
The
him.
politicians tried to bury their heads in the sand. didn't they?
Yeah. He's one of the
Blame it.
people that kind of highlighted it.
They just used to
really.
say it was the gay problem, didn't they? And
Yeah.
fucking dicks. Right, moving on.
Yeah, but
Elephant rips handler in half after heavy work and heat makes it go crazy.
fucking
Whoa.
hell.
Yeah, here's some gruesome shit.
He had no beer and no cable TV.
No beer and no TV make Homer go crazy. Maybe.
The elephant stabbed his handler with its tusks before tearing him apart.
Wow.
An elephant in Thailand ripped his 32-year-old handler in half after going crazy because of the extreme workload it was being given. Authorities believe the animal, called Pom Pam, had become frustrated at having to transport rubber wood at a plantation in southern Thailand's Phang Nga province in extreme heat. The elephant stabbed their handler with its tusks before pulling him apart.
You
Why
know
did
his
you say
name?
his name? What
What was poor man's name? Well, not this poor man, he's a cunt. What's his name?
Super Chai Wong Fed.
Shut up.
That's right.
You know what, I'd go with it.
Yeah, I'd say that was pretty good, actually.
I'd go with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Super
Say it
Shy
again.
Wong Fed.
Yeah.
He was eventually found by local police, the village chief, and rescue workers ripped in two, lying in a pool of blood.
Wow.
Pom Pam was shot by livestock officers with a sedative dart from 500 metres away.
At least it was a sedative dart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't kill him. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Pom Pam just got some goddamn justice.
Wong Fed was the son of the former mayor.
Wow. No, he's an elephant handler. Well, it's ex-elephant handler.
See, I don't agree with the way they treat them anyway.
No,
so-
do I. I think I'm going to start hashtag justice for Pom Pam.
Yeah.
They should just let them all go now and get some.
They need them, don't they? They need them to do the work.
Well,
They haven't got machinery, they can't afford machinery. That's it, you know, like we used to use horses and things, they use elephants. Just the way it is, isn't it?
Sell the elephants and buy some
Horses.
horses. No.
I suppose if nothing else,
Tractors.
With
as
climate
shit as it
change.
is keeping elephants alive because you're going to need
I know.
elephants, aren't you? So it does.
As long as they're treated well and given
food, water, shade,
Yeah.
shelter, what have you. Yeah, I've got no.
I would
Alright, they're
I would
working animals, but
assume-
I'd rather they weren't, because I like elephants. They're my favourite animal.
I would assume they are kept reasonably well.
Well, you want them
Not
in
that
good.
well if they're ripping people in half.
Well, yeah.
But in
Well,
that,
Pom Pam just hit his limit.
in that circumstance,
He's like, fuck this, it's too hot, I'm carrying too much. And that's what they do, they'll turn then. But still, justice for Pom Pam.
Not his fault, is it?
no.
But still, pretty damn gruesome.
No.
Being gored by tusks and then ripped apart.
Moving on. Woman who has phobia of Michael Jackson says even his music scares me.
My fucking god.
Yeah.
A woman who has a chronic fear of Michael Jackson and anything associated with the so-called king of pop has revealed all about her crippling phobia of the icon.
Did she sleep at his house by any chance?
I was thinking that myself.
In the past few days, you may have seen viral video on social media of a young woman distraught and in tears while Michael Jackson impersonator performs at a nightclub behind her. The woman in the clip is 18-year-old Ruby Marriott, who was on a family holiday in Ayia Napa, Cyprus, earlier this month. The video has now spread all over the internet and was filmed by her older sister, Macy. But Ruby has now revealed exactly what it is about Jackson that scares her so much.
We've got to watch this in a minute.
The student from Rotherham says, I have a genuine fear of Michael Jackson. It all started when I was younger, about 5 years old. My sister and my cousin used to show me creepy edited videos of him that people made and the conspiracy theories that he's alive. Like photos of him in the background of photos and in people's windows.
Well, in all fairness, he is pretty ghoul-like, isn't he? Or he was towards the end.
Yeah.
You know, if I saw that face, creepy face in a fucking window,
Yeah.
I'd be like, ooh, that is pretty... At 5 years old, Michael Jackson would probably be quite scary.
Yeah, he is. And if you've watched
Thriller.
the Thriller,
Yeah?
yeah. Even when his music plays, she said, I have a rush of fear through me. Thriller is the main song that scares me, mainly because of watching the music video when I was younger, and it was one of his biggest hits that played around me a lot. But if a family
At that
member...
age?
Wow.
No,
She's
she
like
didn't see
20
when-
years old at that,
Yeah,
at that point.
There's these music channels that play older songs.
Yeah.
She said, if a family member plays his songs, I have to walk out of the room. The fear started getting worse when we went on a family holiday to Los Angeles and stayed in a house we rented for 3 weeks. There was a door and about 8 padlocks on it, and one of my family members jokingly said,
dear.
what happens if Michael Jackson is hiding there? Knowing my phobia of him, every night for the 3 weeks I had the same nightmare of him creeping out of the wardrobe and coming for me while I was asleep.
Shimon, motherfucker!
This is what I'm kind of picturing in my head. I'm picturing like that this house that she's gone to stay in for a week was like actually on the Neverland Ranch or something, like, and it's like just full of pictures of Michael Jackson. It's so funny, like, where are we staying then, Dad?
Has he got a ranch?
Nice little place. Oh, there's a theme park close by. Oh, lovely, Dad. Thanks.
I think he faked his death so he could
Scare this girl!
Yeah.
Creep in the
abuse
closet.
people in his ranch.
I don't think she's got too much to worry about because she's far too old for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she can let go of that phobia now.
I got to see the video of this.
But, oh man, you know what? I can't picture Michael Jackson without the Bo Selector mask now. That's the worst thing. Like Shimon, motherfucker. Oh man, alright.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah. Oh, that's
This is fever.
fantastic. Thank you, Mike.
I know what you like, clowns.
From one phobia to another.
Do
Yeah.
you like clowns, do you?
No, I do not like clowns. I think they're creepy bastards that should all be killed.
Every time we get clown news, I give it him.
Well, you know what? If I see a killer clown, I'm kicking the shit out of it, I know that much. Teen stalked by killer clown at UK beach as parents warn 2016 craze could be back. Fucking hope not.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to walk home tonight, Ben.
I know. A worried mom has issued a plea to parents to be aware of the creepy killer clowns after her 17-year-old son claimed a man in a frightening outfit had followed him and his friend. Oh, that could be any clown, they're all frightening.
Yeah.
Two teens claimed to have been stalked by a killer clown, so their parents wore the bizarre craze could return. A 17-year-old and his friend told police in Herne Bay, Kent on Monday, August 22nd, that they had been followed by a person wearing a full clown fit who is said to have hid behind a sea wall and began swaying. Oh, so he's just drunk then.
Okay.
Drunk clown. Though the reported individual was not found and no offence was said to have been committed, the mother of the boys has since issued a warning to other parents, telling them to be vigilant against killer clowns in the area.
It's the fact that they call them killer clowns. There's never been fucking killer clowns. There was that one...
John Wayne Gacy.
There was that...
He was quite a big one.
There was that
18
one...
confirmed.
Yeah, there was that one fucking Gacy, right? That's it. Never in this country.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are they killer clowns? Like, it's a thing.
Because of the film, innit? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And it.
And people making them videos.
Yeah, but people are warning people against killer clowns. It's like, what are you warning them against? Some person walking around in a clown outfit, not hurting anybody.
A scary clown
They're scary
outfit.
as spook.
Look at that.
Has any clown in this country hurt anybody?
No, but they're freaking.
We don't know. We don't think there'll be loads of molesting clowns about.
They're freaking people out in underpasses, just standing there holding a knife.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when I was a kid, there was nothing about killer clowns, right? Clowns were clowns. They were somebody that you laughed at a circus, or would go and do birthday parties and perform funny little magic tricks.
Oh, none of it's funny. They're fucking weird.
No, but that's how... That is,
latex masks.
but listen,
and,
this is all I have ever thought of as... That's all clowns are. It was around when I was a kid. So... The book It and the film It was around before I was like anywhere near knowing what clowns were, so there's no excuse for that in the set. The Attack of the Killer Clowns was out at that kind of time as well. So
yeah, but the
why
masks
now?
weren't affordable,
I
were
know, but why
It was on paint.
now is it all of a sudden? Beware of the killer clowns. They're not fucking killer clowns. They're just the same as they always
They're
been.
aliens, aren't they?
Except people are now scared of them because the media is going, they're all killer clowns, they're all killer clowns, when no one's actually been killed by a clown since John Wayne fucking Gacy.
That we know of off the top of our heads.
I know, but you know what I mean? It's one of the, it's so fucking...
I know what you're saying. They're saying, oh, they're killer clowns. But
You
they're
don't
not,
like
killer
clowns
clowns
because of
Like,
this.
But no, I don't like clowns because I think they're fucking creepy. I always have. I've always thought, even as a kid, I thought they were creepy. They were fucking weird way you hiding your face. I don't like the hiding the face thing.
You never seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space? eh?
Nope, never watched that.
Classic.
Not gonna watch that either. Don't care if it's a movie pick. Won't be here for that
Movie
one.
pick. Oh.
Won't be here for it.
That's
Not
my
watching
next
it.
movie pick.
Not watching it. I won't be here. You have to do the episode without me.
I'm definitely choosing it now.
Oh, what's that? It's my back. It's carrying the show.
Oh dear.
We'll do a Clockwork Orange and have you fucking...
Not watching it. Simple as. Simple as. Not watching it.
Anyway.
No, clones are evil and should all be burnt in the cleansing fire.
Yeah, it's nothing to be
It's the only
worried
time
about.
I'd advocate flamethrowers is in the attack of clones.
But I would say to all parents out there, ignore what that silly woman said, because you don't have to be scared of killer clowns, because there's no fucking such thing.
Moving on.
Jesus.
Yeah, traditional school run could end forever due to major change in 2025.
Oh God.
Children could in the future hitch a lift to school in a self-driving
no.
car under new government proposals.
Hey, Johnny
Self-driving
Cabs.
car that hides pedos in the boot. Because it doesn't know!
Sir,
That's a fucking... Oh my God.
The government is giving...
wow. I see clowns as well being killers and Pete seeing paedophiles in road Johnny Cabs.
Grimwill.
Well, he looks like a bloody pedo. That,
He does look
that
a bit weird, Johnny Cab, doesn't
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a creepy ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, and if there's pedo anywhere written on that, it's all over him.
Probably after someone's vandalised it. Because you know that Johnny Cab, that Johnny mannequin ain't going to survive, is it?
No.
The government is giving it £100 million to fund research on making them safe. So they're going to test it on the kids.
Oh shit.
Well, I do Do you think this will be the future?
Yeah.
Yes, it will have to be.
Yeah.
Making car parks are a massive waste of space. Driveways, things, when you can just have a bunch of cars trundling round.
What's
I don't
going
know
to
about
happen?
Self-powered.
What's going to happen is, you know, fucking Scalextrics.
No, mate.
They want electric cars. What an easy way to make
solar
it
powered.
safe. Yeah, but what an easy way
Yeah.
to make it
Like
safe.
a tram line, you mean?
Basically like a tram line. Yeah, I'm just thinking Scalextrics. It's all electric.
Yeah, but then we've got to dig up every road in the country and put a big groove in it.
There will be ways to do it.
I'm
in a
pretty sure we can't
simplified
dig up
way.
some roads. So it's still
But you know what I mean? I could see that style. In
it could
some
be solar
way.
powered and AI, innit? That's where the future's going.
Yeah.
It's just going to be AI, but which is then we get the rise of the machines.
I don't think we should test it on the kids though.
No.
Well, rather them than me.
It's only like 3 years away. Shit.
Yeah. They're going to allow the widespread rollout of the vehicles by 2025.
That won't happen. It's the government.
Yeah. You turn that 2025
Giving
into
it-
2055 or
Oh
something.
yes, it's always they like.
They're giving out £100 million to fund it. That ain't enough.
That's not to fund it. That's to research it. If you
Oh.
heard the first bit.
Oh,
Yes,
research
so.
on making them safe, yeah. That's still not that much, though, when you think about it. They ain't going to get a job done in 2 years, is it?
No.
3 years, even. How come you get that and I get fucking killer clowns?
I don't know how much enough pounds.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to happen, isn't it, at some point? But yeah, I don't think they should be using the kids as the first
No.
kind of testers for it.
It is-
Will be safe in the
Use
long
the
run.
homeless, for fuck's sake. I'm joking. Everyone has equal rights.
I went to a few pubs around Dorley last night, our hometown. I heard some opinions that would probably suggest we should put immigrants in them.
Oh my god.
I was listening to people talk in the pub because I was just sort of sat at the bar. Just went out for quite a few beers in the 3 pubs that I left. Overhearing some of the conversations, yeah, I could pretty fully believe that they would be suggesting that. It's amazing the level of brainwashing from the media that's soaked into people's opinions now. Sad. Not everybody, obviously. We just had 1 or 2. Still, yeesh.
Okay.
Don't put the
finally-
kids in them though.
No.
Oh, I got an animal one again.
Yeah.
Dogs produce tears when reunited with owners, studies find.
Aww.
It's because they're so sad, like, oh, fuck's sake, he's
Oh, he's
back.
It's a picture of a fucking poodle. Get that out of there.
Yeah, could have at least put a real dog on there.
That's it.
Like a Mastiff. Or a German Shepherd.
Or Max. Big Roy.
Or a Rottweiler. Researchers first to demonstrate positive emotion-provoking tears in a non-human.
Yeah.
So yeah, if your canine companion ain't nothing but a hound dog, oh my god. I'm crying all the time. Thank you very much. It may be because they're brimming with emotion. Researchers in Japan say, obviously Japan, had to be Japan, didn't it? Say they found the dogs produce tears when reunited with their owners. What's more, the blubbing appears to be linked to levels of bonding hormone, oxytocin. This is the first report demonstrating that positive emotion stimulates tear secretion in a non-human animal, and the oxytocin functions in tear secretion, the team said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically, dogs cry because they're happy, as well as sad.
No.
The reason I have a dog more than a cat is that, dogs are more emotional. When you come in, it's like the dog's like looking massively excited to see you.
Well, dogs have souls, cats don't.
My cat, yeah, he comes to see me when I come in.
No, I think Chester's got a soul. He's quite nice.
He's a
Chester
nice
is.
ginger.
He's double fucked, isn't he? Jesus. No, he's alright. I like
Even
Chester.
dogs display it a lot more, don't they? They display when they're happy a lot more than much more than cats.
Cats aren't social creatures, though, are
They're
they?
semi-social, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're semi-feral still.
If as and when, it's like,
yeah,
meh.
it has to be on their terms.
Yeah, 100%.
Always on their terms. A dog, always up for them, of us. A cat,
The
only,
dog's like, attention! Yes! Yes! Yes!
you have to wait for the cat to come to you. And if you go to the cat, he'll just run off or try to claw you.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Well, it's like Friday when I was around here playing Champo, and Chester was just lay on the floor there, just staring at us with disdain. You can see the disdain in his eyes. He's just laying there, his ears up, and he's like just looking regal as fuck. Just looking down on us, and you're like, yeah, you can see what the Egyptians worshipped them as gods, can't you? Any creature that arrogant has got to have something going for it on a divine level, is pretty much what I'd have thought.
Yeah.
So the researchers say that dogs produced a significantly greater volume of tears when you reunited with their owners than when wandering the home alone. This increase was not seen, however, when 20 dogs were similarly reunited with a familiar human that is not their owner. So it wasn't just coming into contact with someone they knew, it was particularly their owners. In additional experiments involving 22 dogs showed that dropping oxytocin into their eyes increased the volume of tears they produced.
What the fuck was dropping oxytocin into the dog's eyes?
A result not seen when another oxytocin-free solution was used. So it's basically saying that oxytocin produces the tears. So when they're using something that wasn't full of oxytocin, it wasn't producing the tears. So it's showing the link in that way, because that emotion.
Drop it in their eyes now. They don't need that boost.
That
They'll be
emotion
happy on their
naturally produces it, doesn't it, within the body? So that's kind of cool. They actually did they didn't just go, oh, that dog's crying. Oh, it's because it's seen its owner. Yeah, they actually properly spent probably hundreds of thousands of pounds researching that,
which is probably millions of yen.
Yeah.
Squid Game money.
That sounds great.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh well.
Close.
Difference.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Same sort of region, it'll do. Right, I'm going to say then, thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben, and clones should only die by fire.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
I've been Clair, watch out for them Michael Jackson ghosts.
And I've been Pete. Stop making your dogs cry, man.